So, little quick college football segment this week. We didn't have games to pick. We didn't have power rankings. We just discussed the playoff rankings and what an absolute shit show it became. Ironically, both of us kind of agreed with the rankings and with the teams that were there based on the rules that they had, but it has been funny watching the Notre Dame athletic director have a complete and total meltdown. We give our thoughts on it. If you like what we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, even on Blue Sky. Welcome to number one local sports podcast in Central Florida. This is Sandlot Sports. I am Adam Pappison. I am here with an exhausted but happy BJ Thomas.
Happy enough. I love when Notre Dame cries.
So yeah, we'll start there. The college football we'll preview the bowl games and all of that later. But just today, I wanted to get your thoughts real quick. Just two questions, and we'll start with the first one. Did the committee get the 12 teams right, in your opinion?
It all depends on what color your shirt is.
That's fair. So we weasel out of the question, but that's fair.
Yeah, it's just, well, I mean, it's been like this since the beginning of time, no matter what system there is.
Yeah.
There's always about four or five teams that are right around the edge that are going to bitch for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. And my thing was, okay, you the rules are the way they are. Top five conference champions. Okay. And we talked about this last week. Big Ten had theirs. SEC had theirs. Big 12 had theirs. That left two spots. ACC crumbled. You called that right. So there's two spots left. Whether people want to think that James Madison and Tulane deserve to be there, they're there by the rules. It's up to them to prove if they should be there or not. But that's the rules. That's the way the system's set up. I mean, we don't complain that the SWAC gets a bid in the NCAA basketball tournament. So it's the way the system is. You don't like it, change the system. So that left 10 spots. Okay. We knew kind of the top eight. We even did it last week. So that left what? Miami, Alabama, Notre Dame, BYU, Texas, Vanderbilt. Okay. Of those, Alabama was the best one, even though they lost in the conference championship. They would beat everyone else. And then it comes down to Miami beat Notre Dame. F it. Notre Dame, you don't like it? Win your conference. Oh, wait. Sorry. Join a conference first. So, and just listening to their athletic director bitch and moan like a 5-year-old has been something to watch.
Yeah, it's fine. They pulled the kids out of a bowl game. I wonder how many of them actually agreed with it.
Well, and that's the thing. So, they said it was, we as a team agreed. Did you? Did you really?
Maybe they did. Maybe they feel the same way.
Maybe. But as a coach, you got to go, guys, we should play. Okay? Selfishly, as a coach, look, I get 15 more practices if I'm in a bowl game. As a coach, I want those. Whether or not we play our starters in the bowl game, who gives a shit about the actual game? I want the practices.
But for what though?
For next year. Now, again, if the seniors and those that declare
With
for
the
the draft,
turnover the turnover the way it is now, who's going to be there next year?
again, as a coach, you need to make sure that you're keeping as many of your players happy as possible. So give them playing time.
That's all. You know, that's crazy. People are just leaving, man. All the powers with the players. The coaches can't. You can say it's up to the coach to retain him. No, it isn't. It's up to the boosters to retain him.
Okay.
Yeah. If
You're
that
telling
doesn't
me
happen,
you're telling me Notre Dame doesn't have deep pockets?
no. But I mean, if they don't want to be there, they're going to go. If they get more playing time or promises or this, that, and the other, like it's a different system. It's not really on the coaches. The coaches can only do so much.
So just throw your hands up if you don't make the playoffs and don't play in any bowl games because who cares?
I
Except
mean,
maybe the Pop Tarts Bowl.
yeah, you don't yell at the Dolphins for doing it. You don't yell at the Jets for doing it. You don't yell at the Jets and Browns for doing it.
for
They
just
get to
giving.
save they get to save their knees and ankles for next year
That's fair.
for their better opportunity for a team that may go to the finals. So I mean, fuck it. You want to turn it into a business? Business shit happens. I'm not fucking my knees. I'm not fucking my knees up so you can watch TV while you're eating on Christmas. I don't give a shit.
So, so are we just at the
Yes,
point?
yes. Nobody gives a shit after the bowl season.
Well,
After
that was
the
not my
yeah.
question, but so we're at the point where if the bowl game is not part of the playoffs or of a playoff, no one cares.
Well, I mean, as a player, why the fuck? I'm playing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
fuck that shit. I'm not gonna blow my knee out for you.
shit, my wife won't do much for me, so I mean, yeah, absolutely
Yeah, so
not.
why the fuck would
Yeah.
I blow my knee out for you? So
So
no, I'm going home.
yeah,
So your
okay.
Duke's Mayo Bowl's out.
Well, and that's my question. Okay. So if we're saying that unless you're part of a playoff, no one cares. So
I wouldn't. I mean, all that rah rah shit for what?
it's like, okay, I will cut that out. So we're saying that if unless it's part of a playoff, no one cares. So should they expand the playoffs?
I think 16 teams would be fine.
Okay. Okay.
But after that, I think that's it.
I, I'm not going to disagree with that. I
Yeah, I don't. I mean, after that, this should not be the NCAA tournament.
no. Well, and realistically, I know I've said this multiple times. It should be conference winner from every conference, regardless of conference. Win your conference and you're in. Whether it's the ACC, whether it's the American, you win, you're in. And then the other slots are at-large teams. Okay. Notre Dame, win your conference. Join one first. Now, you brought up the NCAA basketball tournament. Would it be worthwhile for these kids who don't make the top 16 to do almost like an NIT-esque bracket for the teams who didn't make it,
No,
even if there's money involved?
I mean it had to be significant for each player.
Okay.
I mean, I just I don't know. I wouldn't like why I play to get to the championship. Once that goal is not there, why the fuck am I playing?
You played to win the game.
Not a game I don't have to play.
No, I mean, but to your point, it's like I play to
Oh, but
win.
like I play to win the championship. Once that opportunity is gone, why the fuck am I playing?
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not blowing my knees out for y'all.
And that's why I'm asking, like, so we're saying
Yeah, fuck
in
those games.
so just the top 16, you might make the top
Yeah,
16, great.
the
If
rest of
not,
you can have an early
go back to
Christmas. Shut the
class.
fuck up. Yeah, maybe we'll get back to the whole concept of winning and losing. Sometimes you lose.
Yeah,
Sometimes you don't play any more football till next year.
that's sometimes they keep score. You're going to have a loser.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care.
I will say this, that the concept of winning and losing, from what I can tell, means more in football, even for games that don't matter, than it does in basketball.
But that I know. But we're looking at things. It's like preseason games after the season.
Yeah.
Why? Why risk that? We're not getting warmed up for the season. We're not getting used to getting tackled again. Why risk that?
I mean, I always bring up the example of Jake Butt. He was going to be a first round draft pick. He was up there to be one of another Big Ten tight end. Blew his knee out in the Orange Bowl game that didn't matter.
Jalen Smith
Yeah.
destroyed his knee and the rest of his career. By the way.
Yep. I think Jake Butt played maybe 5 games in the NFL.
Yeah.
Maybe. So,
I think Jalen Smith had one good season that was a struggle for the rest of it.
hmm well, and his thing wasn't just the knee, it was his nerves. Didn't his nerves get all jacked up?
Yeah, it was the whole situation. It had a pretty bad injury.
Yep. So for college, that's kind of where we're going to leave it. I do agree with you, BJ. I'm going to say this. This is being recorded. You are correct. I think a 16 team is probably the best way to do it. There's always going to be bitching and whining. Win your conference. It's just
Pretty much.
the way it is. So, with that, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the NFL.